Believers often ask me, if evolution is true, then why do we even care about morals, laws, or each other? And there are at least two problems with this. One is it depends on the false dichotomy fallacy, that we either have to accept the sacred scriptures as completely and literally true, or we have to reject God in order to accept science. That's the very first foundational falsehood of creationism, and I'll do another video about that for the Pratt List series real soon. The other problem is the embedded question of where atheists get their morals from, as if believers have an objective moral standard and unbelievers don't. There's a lot wrong with that, too, especially when they clarify that their morality depends on fear of punishment. And many Christians have told me that if it weren't for belief in their God, they'd run amok, raping and killing and vandalizing everything, because why not? Well, if that's the way you feel, then why didn't famous atheists like Carl Sagan or Christopher Hitchens act like that?
I'll tell you exactly why these eminent atheists did not act like that. They were not doormats. They had money in the bank, and lots of it. They had worshippers and followers and fans who idolized them, and made sure that they were not some nameless face in the crowd. Let me tell you something, Aaron. If you were poor and you didn't know where you were going to get your next meal, Aaron Ra, I bet you, you'd steal to eat. You'd beat people up because nobody would love you or worship you. You'd just be a meaningless, nameless face in the crowd, so you wouldn't hesitate to kick someone's ass, to take their money, so you could buy you something to eat when your stomach is grumbling and nobody's giving to you because you don't matter. Let's be real. You said it yourself, or inferred it, that it's okay to steal from Walmart. So, atheists have morality, but this morality is not as constant as the morality of Christians. Because if God is real, and God never changes, morality is eternal, and you better do right or else. And it's not fear of punishment, although that certainly plays a part. It's because when God is eternal, and goodness and love and doing right is eternal, you definitely want to be good in the first place. But when this love is the most powerful force in the world, you want to be eternal just like love. It really matters. It gives meaning to life. Life is not just some meaningless, empty existence. That doesn't matter because in 100 years, what's it going to matter because we will not be here. If we are going to live forever, I want to love. I want to love and be loved. I want to be good. But if I do not last forever, I want to be good to myself and those who are good to me and those who are bad to me. I'll show them how to be bad.
President Christopher offers $5 and says, why not steal from Walmart if there's no God? They're rich. I'm broke. I had a stroke. Am a failed rapper. I need the self-esteem to be truly happy.
You know what?
Mr.
President Christopher, you go ahead, buddy.
Yeah. I can chime in on that because
it's late stage capitalism, and they've been stealing our labor for years. So you know what? Turnabout is fair play.
I've been on President Christopher's channel.
I can be a very selfish individual, especially when deprived of my dreams and the things I need to make me happy. When everybody else is flaunting this in my face and I ain't got it. I got two people inside of me. The one of me in survival mode, I'll steal from a hater and feel good about it. And that's good enough for me. But I don't want to. The real me wants to be good. I want to be a good person. I want to be loved. I want to love others. I want to help others with their problems. I want to make others feel good. But I don't want to be a doormat or a loser or ignored to have to do this. In other words, atheist, you tell me you don't feel the same way. You want to be a good person. You just don't want to have to be a doormat to be a good person. You just don't want to have to be a loser to be a good person. You want to be a good person. And you want to be a celebrity being a good person. You want to be a winner being a good person. In other words, don't sacrifice what you truly love just to make others happy. You clean your house first, and then you help others clean their house. I'm not the sacrificing type. I gotta have my happiness. Life is short. You only come around once. And hey, I believe there is a God, but if there's no God, what the hell does it matter? In hundreds of years, who will give a shit? Like I said, be good. Like E.T. said, just don't be a doormat being good. Just don't be a loser being good. And if somebody steps up and gets in your way, and he does not love you and you do not love him, go ahead. Take it from him. Beat his ass if you can get away with it. Or if you get minimal jail time. What's one black mark on your record going to matter? Only the good die young. Good guys finish last. Nice guys don't finish, period. The bad guys rule. Be a bad guy, but be a good guy when everything's going your way. Be a good guy if you can help somebody who deserves to be helped. And who deserve to be helped? The people who are kind, compassionate, who do not hate me, who do not ignore me. You don't have to love me. But if you're indifferent towards me or don't like me, you're fair game. You're fair game. Hunting season starts today. You're fair game. I don't want to steal from individual people, not even haters. But if it's the only way, if I had to make a choice, I steal from this person who does not like me. He hates me. Or I go without and I live a substandard, sub-happy life. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm taking that bitch. I'm stealing that shit. I will not live the deprived life. I want to be a good person. I really do. I want to love. But I'm not going to be a doormat doing this. Fuck that shit. If there's no God, whether you're good or bad, it doesn't last forever. But if there is a God, being good is eternal. And loving is eternal. And since I want to be loving in the first place, you let me find out that love lasts forever. That love is the most powerful force in the universe. Only then would I consider being a doormat to be a lover. Even then, I would want to have my 15 minutes of fame first, my time in the sun first. Then I'd be willing to be a doormat. But being low echelon, just another face in the crowd, you better go somewhere and you better take this dildo and you better fuck yourself, because I ain't interested. Understand?
So let's talk about Christianity as group identity, not truth inquiry. From the pulpit to the people, how belief became banner, not inquiry. I spent years standing behind pulpits, big stages, loud choirs, packed out rooms with hands lifted high. And I can tell you firsthand, most people in those pews weren't searching for truth. They were holding on for dear life to a world that made them feel safe, seen, and significant. In those charismatic megachurch spaces, especially urban ones where systemic injustice is real and hope feels scarce, faith becomes a survival strategy. You're not believing because it makes sense. You're believing because you need something to make sense. You're believing because your community, your family, even your personal value is hooked to that belief.